Hi guys, welcome to Didedi's Crafty Corner, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a design team project for the Not Too Shabby shop. Tonight we're going to be using this adorable stamp from Darcie Heart and Home called Life Would Suck. So I'm going to be coloring this one up and putting it on a card. You can find this stamp set over at the Not Too Shabby shop. Don't forget to use the code Crafty Corner or Jamie to save 10% on all of your purchases. So I'm going to be speeding this up as we go along because this took me 48 minutes to color. I was going to just do a coloring tutorial tonight, but that's way too long, guys. Way too long. So I started out by using let's see, W1, W3, W5 for the gray stones, and E40 and E42 for the light colored stones. For the dark dirt, I used E23, E25, and E27. And for the light dirt in the middle, I used E40, E42, and E44 just in the corners around the glass. Okay, so that's the colors. Those are all the colors that I used in the dirt portion of this terrarium. I think this terrarium is so super stinking adorable. It's so pretty. I had to keep it kind of classic because I just thought it screamed classic. So I didn't do cutesy on it. I just colored it and put it on a simple card just so that it would look very elegant. I did have one little issue with the card with my ink when I was doing the blues. Around the larger leaf on the plant, the larger plant, the leaf on the inside, so the leaves on the inside towards the middle, the ink ran, and yet I stamped this image weeks ago. There would be no reason for the ink to run. It was a Copic friendly ink. And I've had problems with this ink before. That's why I don't grab it as often as I do some of my inks. So that was very disheartening. So the greens for the plants, I just want to tell you what I used. I used G61, G63, and G25 with a little bit of YG23 and YG21 on the tip. The blues that I used were BG 4 zeros, BG 3 zeros, and BG01. And the BG01 was just in the corners. So in the corners of the terrarium is where I used my darkest color. My lightest color I kept in the middle, and it was in the middle where I had a problem with the lightest color picking up that ink and kind of smearing it, right? Just kind of smearing it off a little bit. So I fixed it the best I could. I think it looks pretty good, but it did happen, so I don't know why. All around the bottom of the terrarium, underneath the plants, I used my darkest shade, which was E27, and I made sure that I made it really dark underneath the plant so that it looked like the plant had a shadow. My light source for this project was coming from the right-hand side. So my lightest areas of my rocks were on the right-hand side, as well as the lightest area on my dirt was on the right-hand side. So when I've completely finished the card, at the end you'll see it doesn't have any Winkostella on it at all or anything shiny like that. I am going to be going back before I send the card out and putting some Winkostella where the glass area of the terrarium would be. Not actually on the leaves of the plant per se, but just like around the area. So I've almost got this colored now. And let's see, did I forget to tell you any of the colors? I don't think so. The biggest thing was blending in my blues. I really wanted this to have that turquoise blue colored glass. It's my favorite. I really enjoy it. And I really do like the play of the turquoise and the browns together on this card. I think it's super cute. So that's how it turned out. I'm going to cut it out with my brother's Scan and Cut, and then we're going to get busy assembling the card. So for the card base, I'm using a top folding A2 card. I've already stamped out my sentiment. The sentiment is from Simon Says Stamp. Tomorrow is a new day. And I've used a piece of pattern paper which has browns, pinks, and greens in it. I just thought it was very soothing and suited the back of the card. I have put foam tape on the back of my white panel. That white panel is a Lawn Fawn dot stitched rectangle. I forget what it's called, but dot something or other rectangle. And I've put foam on the terrarium, I put foam on the back panel, and I've glued that pattern piece of paper down to the card front. So now I'm going to be putting a piece of twine around my card, and then just going ahead and popping the tape down and putting it down. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my terrarium. I'm going to set my terrarium right on top of that piece of twine so that it's sitting right below it, and yet sitting above my sentiment. Let me just line it up and make sure it's perfect. Super cute, isn't it? It's so pretty, so pretty. And then I'm going to add some sticky tape, double-sided sticky tape to the back of my bow that I've already made. So instead of trying to tie a bow and make it perfect, I tie the bow independent of the string and then add it on. So that's what I did here. I added some super sticky super tape, double-sided tape to the back of the bow. I'm going to add it right to the middle of my little twine, and this is paper twine, by the way, which makes this so much easier. And that's going to complete this card. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go on over to Jamie's Not Too Shabby Shop. Make sure and tell her I said hi, and pick this up for yourself. You're going to love this stamp set, I promise you. So here's the close-up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.